voting in that, people. He deserves it. We have gone over that yesterday. That is for a video we're going to bring out, kind of looking over the Prem. Raya's been nominated for Save of the Season. Go and support Raya's thing. I know he got the Golden Glove. Carl Hines obviously left on a permanent transfer, as you guys know. Is there any updates here? Nah, there's nothing there. What has Arsene Wenger said? He's backed us to win the Champions League and said it's the only thing missing. I want this trophy to go to the Emirates because it's missing there. We've touched it before. We are 13 minutes away from winning it. So you want it to happen this time. I've always said that you work in a club to make sure it's in a good position to continue to progress. Overall, I believe this stage where we can grab it. I still believe it's 50-50 in the final. If I have to bet, I'd bet on Arsenal more than PSG. I feel the club deserves it. This season deserves it. And the consistency of the team deserves it. I think Arsenal slowly built up a history that now allows them to win it. I also feel the time has come for Arsenal to dominate the Premier League consistently. My white granddad, man. A final is a final. The most important thing is that your team is not inhibited or impressed by the occasion and continues to focus on what it does well. So yeah, play the game, not the occasion. This Arsenal team's main strength is their ability to keep a clean sheet, and in a final, that's very important. We're going to keep a clean sheet, but defensive solidity. And it's a bit weird because we're not PSG, but they can defend. Sorry, PSG are not us, but they can defend really well. We're not PSG and nowhere near them tactically in attack and all their individuals, but we can score goals. So it'd be interesting. I think it'd be a closer final than what we'd all make out. You have to be efficient. Your moment will come in the game, and you have to be ruthless. I've played many finals, and it's similar to any cup final. You have to express your qualities and not be fazed by the occasion. PSG have huge attacking potential, but Arsenal also have individual quality and are very strong on set pieces, which can have a huge influence in the final. Once you're 1-0 up, everything starts to play to your strengths. When you are strong defensively, Arsenal can always be dangerous. The parade, what you need to know, where the parade will follow a roughly 4-mile loop through Islington, taking in much of Highbury, Canonbury, and Upper Street. Upper Street's a shout to chill. Before returning to the Emirates area. From the stadium, the bus will head west along Hornsey Road. Hornsey Road, is that open? And then south down Holloway Road. The route passes Highbury and Islington Station. That's the spot to chill. Before continuing south on Upper Street, the borough's main high street down to Angel. From Angel, the procession turns north, loading back up via Essex Road, which is Islington, Newington Green Road, and Pufferton Road, before joining Green Lanes. Yeah, but it's a certain part of Green Lanes. I actually thought initially the whole of Green Lanes and Mount Grove Road. It then comes back down Blackstock Road. It's going to be too packed on Blackstock Road, and west along Seven Sisters Road to return to the stadium. The Emirates Stadium itself, Drayton Park, and the immediate surrounding streets will be sealed off as a no pedestrian access zone. The club has asked fans not to gather at the stadium, Hornsey Road, Benwell Road, or Drayton Park, saying the team will not be visible from those locations. People still not going to listen. Highbury Field, which sits inside the loop near Highbury and Islington Station, is likely to be one of the busiest areas. The nearest tube and rail stations to the route are Finsbury Park, Arsenal, Holloway Road, Highbury and Islington, and Angel. So, yeah, you can see it here. That's what we're going to be doing, isn't it? Again, do not go to the Emirates, at least until after, innit? The timing has been dedicated in part by the international calendar. Yeah, there's road closures. So, yeah, man, mad thing. But, yeah, preparing good time. Big up hand of Arsenal. He said, morning, Arsenal fans. The club is clear about any sellable players, be it Jesus, Fabio, or anyone else. Pay a respectful fee or fuck off. Big up hand of Arsenal. Our sales strategy will be strong and hardline this summer. If I'm around post-Champions League, I'll explain it and other transfer news. Timber, he completed a full session and felt good yesterday, which is the most important thing. Final session today before a decision is made on him. I trust the player and Mikel fully on whatever they decide. He's been called up to the World Cup squad for the Netherlands. Wait on my update on this matter. We will. Also, I saw some nonsense about us not being locked in. I saw some PSG accounts deluding themselves into thinking we're in party mode. I assure you, Arteta has this group on demon time. Arsenal have been training again since Tuesday. It's business as usual. I also know they've been preparing for PSG for over 10 days or so. We all know who the players wanted for the final. Be humble, but be confident. They'll fly out later today and continue preparations in Budapest with enough time. And it'll be nice for Gyökeres in his heritage land, if that makes sense. To any Arsenal fans in Budapest, be safe. God bless. I think that was an updated tweet on... yeah. Oh, there it goes. Jurien Timber completed, this was 17 hours ago. Jurien Timber completed first team training today. Finally, the Dutchman will fly tomorrow with the rest of the squad to Budapest. Final call to be made tomorrow on match day squad inclusion. All the rest is noise. All eyes on Budapest. He did also retweet where he said that we're looking at Jeremy Monga, which I want that 16-year-old, 17-year-old at the club. He actually hasn't said anything on Morgan Rodgers as well. That night in Budapest will hit like crack. It needs to. Really interested to see what Berta does in the transfer market next season. Hit the fucking lights, guys. DG, your thoughts on key players needing that rest after the World Cup? Do you think we'll win enough games while waiting for players to return? All depends when they get eliminated, innit? If I'm honest. But we're going to have to find a way. Go and win the Champions League final, boys. We fully believe in you. We've been unbeaten this season in the Champions League for a reason and only conceded 6 goals. We are, I think, hard to penetrate. The PSG Spurs get to play in the group stages is different from the one we get to play in the final. Unfortunately, teams turn up against us. We should expect that. And they're going to expect that. You know, I don't think internally at PSG, they think anything's a given. Likewise with us. Fans, they're by themselves, in it. Without Zubamendi, we don't win this Prem. Partey was always injured. I've seen Arsenal spend many years suffering without winning, and now that pass has finally been broken because of you, Zubi. Or if not, I'm going to write PR. Is there anything else? Arsenal trained this morning. I mean, listen, Hand of Arsenal's covered the Timber thing in it. We don't need to keep doing that. I did see this yesterday from David Ornstein. Arsenal are demanding up to 20 million for Gabriel Jesus this summer. Inquiries from multiple clubs for the 29-year-old striker and quoted 18 to 20 mil. Brazilian can go as a free agent when his contract expires in 2027, but Arsenal are not considering a cheap sell before then, which correlates. Haaland has told Arsenal that City will keep fighting to win everything next season. I expect that. I don't really want to read that. Haaland, cry more, bro. Cry more, bro. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. I've gone over this already, people. Arsenal ready to step up their interest in Morgan Rodgers. Talksport understands Mikel Arteta is personally leading the drive with preliminary talks with his advisors believed to have already taken place. Aston Villa value Rodgers at a minimum of 80 million. Let's see what this. Miguel Delaney said Julian Alvarez is at the center of another battle between Arsenal and PSG. I think he goes Barca, then PSG, then Arsenal. The Independent has been told PSG have made a more direct pitch with wages and have signaled they are willing to pay Atletico Madrid's 125 million euros asking price. Sources close to Alvarez say his first choice would be Barcelona, but they do not have anything close to the funds. Arsenal do, but as with last summer, want to properly consider how to maximize their budget. That was the first tweet. The situation may yet see both Junior Krupti and Morgan Rodgers end up at Arsenal, with the club pushing both players. Arsenal want to bring in 3 or 4 players this summer, with the same number expected to leave. And I was excited about that because I got it twice. Jesus is expected to be allowed to take up one of the offers to return to the Brazilian league for a nominal fee of around 5 million. That's been reported by Miguel Delaney. So hand of Arsenal in him. I more believe hand of Arsenal in it. And Ornstein has said multiple clubs have inquired about Jesus' situation this summer and have been quoted 18 to 20 million by Arsenal. Jesus has 12 months left on his contract. It is understood Arsenal will not consider selling him cheaply before then. You could argue 18 to 20 million already is cheap, but I think they mean cheaper. Arsenal keen on 108 million rated striker Morgan Rodgers. So yeah, we're linked with Alvarez. We want Morgan Rodgers. Apparently Chelsea are in the fight for it, and we're looking to offload people. So that correlates with what we've seen already. This was reported a few days ago that PSG, as well as Arsenal, are looking at Krupti. Once again, Anthony Gordon, who was a target for Arsenal and did look like he was going to Bayern Munich. Somehow Barcelona found the money to make that happen, innit? Stranger things have happened. Matias Fernandez makes decision over Man United transfer after Arsenal and PSG interest. He has made Man United his priority destination. Fucking player for them. He's got PSG, Atletico, and Arsenal interest. Player for them. Would help them a lot. Very few, rarely do you have double relegations on your CV and everyone talks about you like this. Very good player. No one don't care about Anthony Gordon anymore. Pick you up though. We're locked in talks with Hamburg over a permanent transfer for Fabio Vieira, which if we can get Gabriel Jesus, Fabio Vieira, and Reece Nelson gone, I'm all for that. We all knew that they wasn't going to take up their option to buy him. They was always going to try and bargain it down. Florian Plattenberger said, Hamburg are doing everything behind the scenes to keep Vieira. Talks with Arsenal started. In personal talks, Hamburg recently made it clear to Vieira they would like to build a team around him. Vieira is open to staying. It now depends on Hamburg reaching an agreement with Arsenal. Rumours have indicated Hamburg would want to pay around 10 million euros for Vieira this summer. As long as there's a fat sell-on clause, Bobby's your uncle, bro. And again, going back to Morgan Rodgers, apparently, we first took interest in him last summer. Andrea Berta is a huge admirer of Rodgers at that point, and the Italians' respect for the Aston Villa star remains undiminished. Indeed, he has made the England international his personal project for the summer and has already concluded substantial work towards driving the deal through. While Arsenal are interested in Rodgers, there's a major sticking point in terms of the transfer fee. Aston Villa value their player in the region of 115 million euros, which in brackets is 100 million. While Arsenal's exact valuation of Rodgers is not clear, sources have indicated that it's significantly less than the Birmingham club's demand. Aston Villa are expected to be forced into one major sell. Where, according to the Telegraph, Rodgers is the most likely. They're looking at 90 million. United and Chelsea also there. Arsenal been told not to move for Rodgers. I don't want to see that with your personal opinion, mate. So, yeah, Arsenal have said pay up for Gabriel Jesus or he's not going. Arsenal are now confident we can get Jeremy Monga over the line despite Manchester United and Manchester City also being interested. We are currently in a very strong position. Apparently, the Gunners have been pushing aggressively. For me, I wouldn't be against signing him and letting him stay a season in League One with Leicester. How many 16-year-olds have played as much first-team football as him and you develop outside the limelight? Apparently, all three clubs have approached him. Arsenal's pathway plans, development structure, and recent success integrating elite young talent, the Max Dalmans, the Miles Lewis-Skellies, the Manieris, the list goes on, into the first-team environment, are believed to have been left a major impression on Monga and those around him. So we'll have to see. But everyone on their dog, United, City, Arsenal, Newcastle, Tottenham Hotspur, Chelsea, Leipzig, Dortmund, Real Madrid, and a bunch of other clubs who haven't been named there are probably going to be in interest there, people. So, yeah. And apparently, United have held talks over Tonali, but now Arsenal have entered the frame again. We've held brief discussions with Tonali's camp in the late January window. Though no deal materialized, Tonali's entourage were thought to be gauging interest in their client ahead of the summer. I don't think we go for him, but weirder things have happened, man. Weirder things have happened. 100 million for Rodgers, no chance. Rice was established England centre mid and won the Conference League. Yeah, that's that. That's mad disrespect to Rashford. How does he score a free kick against Real Madrid? I don't know. You'd have to ask them. They clearly fundamentally think Gordon is a stronger option than Rashford. I'd love Rashford to get another loan. But yeah, the Barca dream, because he looks so happy, man. The Barca dream's done, man. Like it's over with, innit? You had your time. You just go again, innit? Really and truly. But yeah, people, man. I'm sure you lot are bored of listening to me waffle now. So yeah, on that note, I think I'm back at 3:15 with Zar. So yeah, man, I'll see you lot then. And you know there's always content. I know you ain't watched all the content. So yeah, big up everyone who's been here. Make sure you're smashing the like button. Make sure you're subscribing. Time for me to go get some lunch. Eid Mubarak to everyone. And everyone keep celebrating, innit? One love.